Pokemon Legends EA has given us a ton of brand new Mega Pokemon, especially in the DLC. We got about 20 new Mega Pokemon, and some of these guys really walked the park compared to the base guys. Today, I wanted to go over all of the Mega Pokemon we've garnered in the DLC and give you an honest first impression without seeing their abilities if these guys are really going to be the truth or not when Pokemon Champions comes out here in, I don't know when, a few weeks? Gotta be at least a month or two, right guys? Has to be. I should preface, we don't have abilities, so not everything is going to be indicative in final. Abilities obviously make or break the Pokemon, but some of these guys, man, some of these guys could have Honey Gather and they're still godlike. And then others, well, let's just say they need a surgery, bruh. There's gonna be a lot that I've gotta go into it. Let's dive into the first one, Mega Meowstic. So Mega Meowstic is an interesting one because it is still pure Psychic. Pure Psychic has seen better days. It's not the best typing at all by any means, but its stats are honestly not bad. They're quite impressive. A 124 speed stat is honestly very fast. It outspeeds Meowscarada, Greninja. It outspeeds really interesting good mons. Yes, they have like Sucker Punch and Water Shuriken, but it does outspeed those obnoxious threats. It's at 143 special attack set, which is very respectable, right? That can wall break. 143 can wall break. This guy with expanding force can go absolutely stupid. I'm pretty sure it's like a fusion of both genders, which is really cool. So the design is super tough. This is one of my new favorite megas. Like this design is super, super tough, dude. Like he goes stupid hard, you know? I'm not really sure which ability it'll retain, because their genders have different abilities. Like the male one's got Prankster and the female one's got Competitive. So if both of them are like fused design wise, it honestly might just get an entirely brand new ability. But if you choose the male one, which they did Giga Buff, you can Prankster, Calm Mind, and then Mega Evolve and go absolutely stupid. But this guy gets the right coverage. You got Moonblast as well too, which is really nice. So I can't complain about Meowstic. This guy got everything, dude. Literally everything. And the female one got Earth Power and Water Pulse. So I guess it really is going to come down to which one you're going to pick. I don't think it matters. I could be wrong, guys. I don't think it matters which one you pick. I think regardless, both of them can Mega Evolve into this. But yeah, man, I guess if the female one only gets Earth Power, you'd want to pick that one because it's just Heals type, right? That'd be pretty cool. But I like Mega Meowstic. Mega Raichu X is an interesting one because I have famously been very negative on this Pokemon, even much prior to the release. I think the first time we saw this guy, I was pretty negative because the website automatically confirmed that he's pure electric type, which is a bit underwhelming. If it was electric fighting, man, the thing would be a lot better. But his stats are honestly not bad. They're very respectable stats, and I can't complain about them. 110 speed is honestly not the worst thing. It retained the speed at 110, which is a bit unfortunate. If it would have gotten a big boost in speed, it would have been pretty good. But 110, for those of you that do play competitive, especially singles, 110 has now become the new benchmark minimum. If you are at min 110, your speed sets can be pretty viable and pretty good. So 110, not bad. But there's a lot of payoffs and drawbacks with Mega Evolution. You have to hold an item, right? So if you have to hold the item to not get a speed stat boost, it's a bit unfortunate. He does get agility, so you can work around it. He is a lot bulkier. The biggest boost they did to him is in his physical defense. Bro, it shot up from 55 to 95. That is a 40-point increase. That is insane. The physical attack stat also shot up from 90 to 135. It's got 95 in both defenses. Like I said, it's got 90 physical attack stat and 110 speed. So the HP stat never changes. But it's interesting, right? It's really interesting. The special attack stat also stayed. I thought that they would also reduce from it, and they didn't. Its animation is really cool. I mean, this guy is floating, so many people are speculating this guy's gonna get Levitate. He's really sick. He has an in-game ability to where he hits Volt Tackle, he gets an immediate attack buff. So people are speculating that it might have a light ball based ability, which would be really cool. Kind of funny because Raichu X is the one that's themed off of Raichu, and Raichu Y is the one that's themed off Pikachu. You would think the Pikachu one would have the light ball-esque ability, but no. It's also only Volt Tackle on Raichu X, not Y. So it leads a lot of people to believe that its ability to be something like an attack buff when it's Volt Tackle, which is not bad. Honestly, it could be pretty good. Its bulk is actually like something not to scoff at. I know it's kind of a fan-made metagame, but on Showdown in the pet mod, this guy lived a download physical attack boosted U-turn from a Genesect. I think it did like 50%, which, yeah, it did half, but dude, a Raichu dies. A Raichu is dying to that. So honestly, yeah, if they're going to pump a lot into the bulk, you do feel the bulk. Raichu Y is definitely the most interesting mega I think that is released out of all of them because everybody thought that it'd be bad, and it's actually polar opposite. The thing is a monster. Some might even say Baby Mewtwo Y. That might be Glaze. It might be true Glaze. But walk with me, bro. 160 special attack stat is absurd. Yes, that's like 30-something off from Mewtwo Y. Why is it so high, dude? Well, why is it so high? Now, let me stop the Glaze. 30 is a lot. Okay, that 30 plus makes a huge difference. I'm pushing an agenda, okay? But Raichu Y definitely broke all barriers. I mean, 130 speed is very fast. That's a lot in speed. They kind of min-maxed it. They put it in the right spots because they didn't really touch anything else that didn't need to be touched. Physical attack stat got a weird buff and 100. So they give it a 10-point buff, and its defenses have roughly stayed the same at 55 and 80. So honestly, Raichu Y, it's no doubt about it at all, is easily the better Raichu. This thing is actually crazy. It's the one that looks like Pikachu, so they really full sent it and said, yo, Pikachu's better, let's roll it. And they did. It also got Dazzling Gleam. Which is awesome because now you can touch dragons. Dragons famously wall pure electric type, so you can touch dragons. It did already get Alluring Voice, but you know, Gleam's a cool coverage too for like hitting AoE. You know what I'm saying, bro? Hit what I'm saying? Problem though with this guy is, again, it's the same problem with Raichu X. It's pure electric. Like, it's really good, don't get me wrong. It'll probably chill around UU. It's really good. But the problem is I really just think that this thing, if it was another typing, would be a monster. Like, imagine if it was Electric Fairy, Electric Water, right? It'd be insane. Stab Surf, Stab Alluring Voice, Gleam. It'd be a monster, but it sadly is not the case. Now, this one has already had a move pool that is a bit more catered to it. So, like, Nasty Plot, 3 attacks, is even more demonic on this guy. Especially at 130, you get 1 plot off, dude. Guys are dying. They're dead. So it's going to be a monster for sure. I mean, there's not much to say. It's pretty a straightforward, very min-maxed Pokemon. Pretty straightforward. They only buff the right spots. Shout out to 10 on attack. If you want to hit Volt Tackle on this guy, you can. So Blissey's not even a switch, bro. Hit Volt Tackle, which is a crazy privileged move. So, which honestly at 100 is viable. It is viable. You could mix it up if you want to, but the thing is absolutely demonic. I'm at a loss of words. I thought the thing would be bad too, but it's not. It's actually beat all the Gations. The thing is crazy, dude. It peaks out at 460. That is absurd. We gotta talk about, by far, I've been very open about this, my favorite one to probably drop in the DLC. This thing is cold, bro. There's all these like deniers and naysayers saying, oh yeah, man, it's too emo, it's too edgy. Brother, have you seen base Absol? Like, this is not a surprise to you, man. This guy pulls up when disaster is there, bro. Your bank account goes negative. You got a freaking overdraft. Absol was there, bro. Check your backyard. He was there, bro. This thing is crazy, bro. This thing is by far one of the most broken megas I think, like, probably like released in the DLC. Like, it's easy top 5, right? Like, it's without a doubt like top 5, top 10. The thing is a monster. I mean, it's Giga min-maxed. Beedrill kind of got mogged in the sense of min-maxed. They could have min-maxed more by pulling defenses. I guess Beedrill, you still got that potential mon. But this guy, 154 physical attack stat, 151 speed. That's it. Now, my philosophy with this is, walk with me on this. A lot of people are unsure on how they work in-game, because you know how like they talk about in-game, they recharge faster and everything. Walk with me, I'm usually pretty right on this kind of stuff, because I went to school, okay? Walk with me here. When they say that a Pokemon's recharge gauge is like burning faster in this, but like in this mode, in this game style that they have the real-time battle system, the charge system goes by really quick, so they're barely in their mega state, but they also knock out opponents a lot quicker and their moves come out a lot faster, right? Moves coming out a lot faster with the charge gauge, 100% speed stat. That's how you incorporate it with turn-based. 100% speed stat. Now, them not being around for a long time, they have a shorter gauge. That's the bulk. These guys are literally, I mean, this thing is literally as frail as base Absol, and the other Z Megas are actually lost bulk. So they either lose bulk or retain that same bulk. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like outside of one of them that hasn't even come out yet, like they're all not the tankiest guys alive. You know what I'm saying? They're really not. This thing is an absolute monster when it comes to that, but that's our philosophy when it is with that. They're super fast because they all share the exact same speed stat, and they're all frail. They're literally none of them are bulky. Not a single one is bulky. So they're here for a good time, not a long time. I mean, the thing is a monster. It got the ghost type added onto it. We don't know what ability it's going to have. Hopefully, it's something pretty cool. I've seen Technician run around the pet mount, which is pretty cool because it gets buffed Bite and Sneak. I'm not really sure what else it could get. Maybe like I don't even know, like an overtime damage move or something like that. I mean, look at the wing, bruh. Some Tokyo Ghouls type beat. They did give it a buff, giving it Phantom Force and Shadow Sneak. Now, I'll be honest, Poltergeist is not in this game. There are some technical fraudgations being put on Mega Absol Z, and I won't stand for it, but there are some allegations they're trying to say that if he doesn't have Poltergeist, it's going to be a tough time. Now, two things can be true. The Mon can be good, and that statement can also be true. All right, nuance, guys. Poltergeist is literally the best physical ghost type move of all time. Okay, if you don't get that move, it's a tough time because there's not anything else left. I really think we just need more physical ghost moves. There's nothing. What else is like Shadow Claw? That's like nothing compared to Poltergeist. Phantom Force is 2 turns. You can't hold a power herb. You're holding a Absolute Z. So it's really going to come down to if he gets Poltergeist. I think the thing will potentially be banned. If it gets that, the ability, it kind of makes or breaks these guys, but I think he's close to ban-worthy. I think the thing is an absolute monster, and it's so sexy, bro. Look at him. Oh my God. Mega Lucas Z, man. The first one we actually saw of the DLC, I think the thing is tough as hell, bro. A lot of people weirdly don't like it. They say it gives like Hatsune Miku, and I'm like, okay, but is Hatsune Miku not tough? Like, we hit 2026 and she's not tough, bro? I don't even know what's going on, man. Now, this thing is absolutely insane. It's exactly the same as Absol, where they have the exact same speed stat at 151, but what they did with this guy is they made him less of a mixed attacker and more of a special attacker. So Mega Lucario is probably one of the best mixed wall breakers ever. Like, adaptability and 140, 145 in both offenses is insane, right? Like, that's you have adaptability CC. Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. These offense stats are insane. So that's one for the books in the Hall of Fame. He's earned his roses. He's got the jersey on, bro. One of the best wall breakers of all time, especially one of the mixed wall breakers of all time. Now, this one, it could still be mixed. It's got 100 in physical attack stat, which is viable. It's viable. It's just not 140. I mean, it lost 45 points from it, bro, because they pulled from it and they yoinked it all back into the speed. Now, talk about what I mentioned earlier about the Z Megas and the similar traits they share. This guy is exactly the same as what I was saying about with the point earlier. He's less bulky than Mega Luca, like base Mega Luca. Mega Luca's at 88 physical defense and 70 speed F. Yeah, this guy's at 70 for both stats. This guy's at 70 for both defenses, which is exactly the same as the base. Now, base Lucario isn't the bulkiest. He's weak to fighting, fire, and ground. Neutral to water. You're seeing these guys everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't play Lucario to take a hit. You don't. You're getting packed up. And this guy is as frail as that. You're getting packed up. You're getting packed up. Ability-wise, there's some speculation this guy's going to have Mega Launcher because Mega Luca is across a Dragalge in the debut trailer, and they both have adaptability. So Clawster's got Mega Launcher, Mega Lucario now leaning more towards special attack, kind of more towards the aura and shooting out energy blasts. Definitely feels like that makes sense. I mean, Mega Launcher, Dark Pulse, Mega Launcher, Flash Cannon. He's got a lot of the moves, Mega Launcher, Dragon Pulse. He's got all the moves. I think they'd have to make a Mega Launching. They'd have to make more moves. They'd have to make more moves to compensate for that. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. They did state on the website this guy was going to get more bulk. And I'm not going to lie to you. It was a tall tale. He did not get more bulk. He actually lost bulk from base Mega Luca. The problem with that statement is it's been true every single time except this time. They said with Mega Raichu, he got bulk. They said with Halucha, he got bulk. They've been pretty. They said with Mega Chestnut, he got bulk. They've been pretty consistent with it. It's just Mega Luca is the oddball out. So very interesting, I guess, to say that, but I think it's because he has a more defensive stance. Like his fighting style is a lot more defensive than Mega Luca's, which is a lot more aggressive. I mean, bro, look, you see the designs, bro. You see it, bro, you know, but this thing is fire. I mean, it's a very strong Mega. We call anything a fraud nowadays. I've seen people calling him a fraud, bro. We call anything a fraud, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Skullvillain is a touchy subject. I want to open up by saying I apologize to the Flygon Nation. From my heart out to you guys, I apologize to the Flygon Nation. I'm sorry, because everybody thought that Mega Crystal was going to be Mega Flygon when we saw that DLC trailer. Color scheme is exactly the same as it. It just so happened to be a Mega that nobody expected. Mega Skullvillain. He got a tail. He's a mafia mob boss. He's got a little suit on. The tie, it's a little chilly tie. You see it, bro? It's tough. It's a little pepper tie. This design is just objectively a lot better than base Skullvillain. It feels complete. It feels finished. And you'll be hearing me say that a lot about the Paldean Megas because some of their designs didn't really feel complete or finished to me. He did get some solid buffs with Outrage, Thunderfang, Nasty Plot, which is actually huge, and Flare Blitz, which is awesome. Love to see it. And its stats on screen right now, man. I mean, 138 in both offenses is solid for sure. 85 in both defenses and 75 in speed. It got more bulk. It got more offense. The problem here is the speed stat did not change. It didn't change at all. I really want to believe they didn't touch the speed stat because it's going to keep Chlorophyll. If this guy doesn't keep Chlorophyll, this is arguably one of the worst Megas of all time competitively. Like, it's going to be the weakest one for sure. He's down there. I truly believe, and maybe it's just me, I truly believe with Chlorophyll, like I'm probably the only guy that believes this, it will actually be a solid sweeper with Chlorophyll. It got plot, it can mix break. I really do believe that. You look at common meta threats right now, like you got like Tusk, Pult, Godspeed to Pult, you're not touching that, bro. But it can definitely touch Raging Bolt, bro. That brother is barely a Dragon Electric. That brother is either Electric, Fairy, Water, Agua. You know what I'm saying, bro? He's out here. He can actually wall break. The problem is the offenses compared to previous Megas is a lot lower. I mean, we had guys like 140 minimum. We could have done 2 more points. You know? A bit unfortunate for sure. They wanted to retain the consistency. The Skullvillain is a mixed attacker. Sadly, he's giving Hoenn. This brother is the LeBron of Hoenn. Hoenn Pokemon famously have mixed attacks. I kind of wish they didn't because it really does hurt the stats. But, I mean, he got a tail. The tail's cool. He actually does look better than base Skullvillain. I don't hate it. But man, dude, if he doesn't get Chlorophyll, I think it's cooked. I think it's Jover. I think it's chalked. I think it's DOA. I think it's DOA. Truly, I think it's DOA for sure. I mean, Skullvillain himself and VGC has actually put up some great numbers, especially Extract on a clear enemy, the Koraidon, and going crazy with Chlorophyll and the Orichalcum Pulse. Chlorophyll Mons famously can actually be viable. I mean, even guys like Victreebel, who doesn't have the best options, I think it's like 105 in both, can also be fantastic. I think the problem is it's the same thing with Mega Victreebel. They buffed the offenses. The speed didn't really change. I would imagine it's going to keep Chlorophyll. And if it doesn't, he's DOA. And if it does keep Chlorophyll, it takes a Mega slot. So unless you really like Mega Skullvillain, you might not see this guy often. You might not. This is one that okay, it's weird with Mega Glimmora because I actually did kind of see this coming. I think this is like a quote that I said back in like 2023 where I was like, or 2022 when it first came out. And I was like, dude, this mon is giving a Mega Pokemon. Like, they talk about like this thing being obsessed with energy, absorbing energy, being around energy, right? You find that in Area 0. It's a very obscure, like obscene Pokemon. So when I heard they were getting Mega Pokemon games back and we got Legends Z announced back in 2024, I was like, bro, like Mega Glimmora. Right? Like, we have to get some Paldean Megas, some Gen 9 Megas. We don't have any Megas beyond Gen 6. So I was like, sure, bro, right? And lo and behold, we did. Now, the problem with it, though, is that it's kind of underwhelming. I'm not trying to hate. I'm not trying to hate. But I guess I'm a bit like, it's interesting. Walk with me on this. It's Rock Poison. The typing is still the same, obviously, of course, right? Stats on screen right now. It's got a 90 physical attack stat. Concerning because that's actually the highest boost in its entire stat spread of all time. Like, the highest boost they got in any stat is that physical attack stat. They really wanted to make this guy get a flinch in VGC or Rock Slide. So it got 40 points from 55 to 90. Sorry, 35. Bad math. 105 physical defense, 150 physical attack stat, which is honestly phenomenal. 96 spin F, and 101 speed. So it got more bulk, which is respectable. And it got more speed. The speed is actually one of, if not the biggest stat increase on this board. It's 101. It perfectly and naturally outspeeds Pokemon at base 100. So that's phenomenal. Maxes out at 331, which is huge. The speed stat is actually like really good for it. I think the problem is its identity is kind of gone. I think it's really going to come down to the ability if I'll be sold or not. I mean, this guy definitely can do damage. Like when you criticize a Mega Pokemon, a lot of people get defensive saying, oh, look at the 150 special attack stat. It's not about it doing damage. Nobody's denying that at all. It's the fact that this guy is weak to like everything in the game, like water, ground, like, you know what I'm saying? Neutral to fighting. But it's really the water and ground, really, because like those mons are just really common and really offensive. And really, I mean, bro, water moves and Earthquake are some of the most common moves of all time, right? But the big thing as well, too, is kind of like the matchup board on screen, right? Like if you look at the things, like I'll talk about it in singles and VGC, right? You look at singles, right? You got like Tusk, Pult, Zamazenta, which really would just mog it. Even like Terra Bolt would just mog this guy, right? So it's going to come down to a couple scenarios. I mean, it's got the coverage. It's got the coverage. I'm not trying to doom post. It's got the coverage. It's a little bit of doom posting. I think it's the identity. Let me land with this point here because now I'm confusing myself. It's the identity. Glimmora is famously like a lead Pokemon that just hazard stacks. It has solid offenses. 130 is phenomenal, right? And it's got an 86 speed set, which is fast enough for something that's usually just here for utility to get off big damage and hazards, right? That identity is kind of gone when they're trying to make this guy kind of more of like a cleaner. These stats definitely give cleaner. It's not bulky enough to kind of stick around for a long time, but it's definitely like a cleaner for sure. But I think it's kind of like you can't really do those shenanigans. You can't do Sash Lead. You can't do Power Herb Meteor Beam, right? Meteor Beam, I'd be shocked. Honestly, massive respect if you ever run Meteor Beam in the Mega. I know all the ZA players are going to be like, well, it's one turn in ZA. Bro, Champions it's 2026. Cut that out, bro. Cut that out. Champions is coming out soon, bro. This is purely about that, right? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'd love to be wrong. I don't think this thing is bad by any means at all. I really don't think it's bad. I hope nobody thinks I'm thinking that it's bad. I just think its identity is a bit lost. And it does it to compensate and take over a Mega Slot. But I think it could be interesting. I think it's just kind of hard to use. Raise your hands. Who saw this one coming? Because I don't think anyone did. I think it's cool because he's like the brains and Don Dozo's the bronze, right? But he actually is so smart. He's locked in himself now, bro. He found the power to harness Mega Evolution. Don Dozo too slow for that, bro. He's still cool though. He mad chill. And it actually sits on Mega Energy, which I'd love to know more about that. But that is really cool. And the freaking like the eggs, bro, like the fish eggs. Oh my God. For brains, bro. Like its design is definitely interesting. It's definitely the goofy design. There's always a goofy design. No hate, probably one of my least favorite design wise, just because there's not much going for it. It's still just Tatsugiri on a Mega Symbol. There's not much going for it. But I think it definitely deserves it because Tatsugiri's always been like a mon that I've liked from Paldea, so it definitely deserves it. Now let's talk stats, right? Stats on screen: 65 physical attack stat, 90 in physical defense, 135 in special attack stat, 125 in speed F, and 92 in speed. So we're talking stats. It's a bit underwhelming. It is a bit underwhelming, but there is a drawback. There is a pro to this, and the pro being the buffs. It did get a lot of move buffs. Glimmora didn't get any at all. This guy got a lot of move buffs. He got Ice Beam, Dragon Rush, Calm Mind, Flip Turn, Dark Pulse, Waterfall, Ancient Power, Triple Axle, and Scald. So it got a lot of moves. It got a lot. I mean, Scald, Ice Beam, and Calm Mind are phenomenal moves. It got a lot of moves, right? And I guess they got 15 in physical attack stat to hit crazy waterfalls. I mean, that's just beggars. That's how they balance, right? They can't make it go. They could have put 145. Honestly, 145 would have been a lot more respectable, but that's just how they do, right? Now, the thing with this guy is his typing is actually really good. Water Dragon is very, very good, right? Because you're weak to only 2 typings in the entire game. You're only weak to Dragon and Fairy. You're weak to 2 typings in the entire game. Dragon, Water is famously been a very consistent typing. It's been very good for a long time. It's a great typing, right? It's a great typing. So it's kind of like the opposite Therium that I kind of feel for with Glimmora, where the thing's typing is actually really good. And that might actually compensate for this because it's a lot bulkier now. I mean, 95 to 125 is insane, bro. Like, that is a huge boost. 30 points into that, mind you, is a huge boost. The special attack stuff for this guy was already pretty big. They only give 15 more points. So on the mega side, it's also a bit like lower. If I'm gonna be like harshly honest, I think it might be a bit underwhelming because it eats up a mega slot and it's not fast enough. I mean, 92 speed is like nothing. Yeah, you could rapid spin and get a boost, but the problem with Tatsugiri is it didn't really fix Tatsugiri. He just does what he does a little better, right? Tatsugiri famously does dual setup with like rapid spin, like plot. I mean, you have Calm Mind now, so you could be a lot bulkier. The Calm Mind is going to be a huge carry. I won't tell you a lie. I won't. But in terms of this being like a meta-defining, massive, scary threat, I don't really think it'll be that. Obviously, if this guy is calm-minded up, +1 Draco is going to hurt like crazy from this guy. But, you know, it's... I don't know. I think what you have to look at megas as they're going to eat a mega slot. And when you choose something like this, it's not even like base 100 minimum. It's going to eat up a mega slot. I guess it's going to come down to the ability. Some speculate like it might keep Storm Drain. Some speculate it might get Drizzle. Really, my final opinions will go on this guy's ability, but I guess off first impressions, I'm not the most wowed at all. It's a bit underwhelming. My baby! Look at Chimecho! First off, I'm so happy that Chimecho got a mega. Chimecho boys were so up, bro. I used to famously use T-Wave Heal Bell on this guy like all the time, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm so happy for him. Now let's talk stats. This thing did get a Steel type added on because it's kind of more of like, I mean, you see it, bro. You see it. It's got the Chingling like design added on to it. First off rip, I was in love. This thing's design is tough. It's tough. Now, I hope it keeps Levitate, but let's talk stats. Stats, 50 in attack, 110 in physical defense, 120 speed F, 135 special attack stat, and 65 in speed. This thing has only gotten boosts in the middle 3 stacks of both defenses and special attack stat. I do wish there was a bit more, but its BST was already pretty low. So when they give a Pokemon like this that has a low BST, you're not working with a lot. You're not. Chimecho would have had to get an evolution, and the evolution would have to get a mega for the thing to be a real monster. But 455 up to 555, yeah, I changed it. It'd have to like really, it's just tough to work with. It's tough to work with. Chimecho also did get a lot of buffs. You got Amnesia, Boom Burst, Water Pulse, Flash Cannon, and Meteor Beam. So again, unless you're a boss, there's no way you're clicking Meteor Beam with this guy. I mean, unless you're taking 2 hits. You might actually be able to. He's taking 2 hits, which is not bad. But Boom Burst is the big one. He got Stab, Flash Cannon, which is awesome. Chimecho has always famously gotten Calm Mind. So you can do some really cool Calm Mind stuff with that. So probably like Calm Mind, Boom Burst, Flash Cannon, and like Insert Last. Probably like Stab, Psychic Noise, something like that. Chimecho has, again, famously gotten that. I think the problem with Chimecho is it doesn't get enough coverage. We'll talk about its issues first before the good things. It doesn't get enough coverage. It gets no fire coverage at all. It gets no ground coverage. So it's entirely walled by Steel types. It is entirely walled by Steel types, which is ironic because it became a Steel type and then can't even touch them. So I feel like this typing combination of Psychic Steel is honestly not bad. It's a lot bulkier. Its resist board has just honestly skyrocketed. It's really only weak to Ghost, Dark, and Fire, right? And Ground, potentially, if it doesn't keep Levitate. But the issue is Chimecho has never famously gotten the best coverage, like, ever. You could do, like, Calm Mind Wish, and see how that goes. I've seen Cosmic Power recover, like, Stored Power, like, Insert Last to just kind of, like, cheese. It does get Perish Song. Shut up, Big Glick! But it's just, like, I feel like it doesn't get enough coverage. It can cheese for sure with the bulk, but it might not be that consistent because it didn't get enough coverage. They definitely went for a more bulkier mega here. 120 and 110 bulk is honestly not bad. I speculated 130. So 120 is honestly fine. Because the moment I'm weird like that. The moment I see these megas announced, I'm speculating like crazy on these stats. But man, dude, I don't know. It's gonna be tough for sure to see how this goes. I'm not the biggest on this guy. I think it's a bit underwhelming. I know, man. I've said the last year a bit underwhelming, man. But listen, bro. Most megas are not good. It's a bit underwhelming. I think if it keeps Levitate and it gets a bit more coverage, I don't think that's the best way to save it. But, I mean, who knows? Guys, if this video gets like 500 likes, I'll end up doing like a buffing fixing video or some joint like that, because there's a lot I think could use some fixes, but I don't think it's bad by any means. I think it's a bit underwhelming. And unfortunately, yeah, it eats up another mega slot, and it just looks like it might not be the best guy alive. But pros, I think you could do some Cosmic Power Recover, like Stored Power cringe stuff, as long as there's no Dark type, and put Draining Kiss, you get touch a Dark type. And yeah, and just cheese through literally everything. You could ignore the last 3 minutes of me talking negatively and just cheese through everything through that. It'll definitely be a lot better in VGC than singles, that's for sure. But Incineroar is the best mod in VGC, and this thing literally gets mogged by Incineroar, so we'll see. All right, Galissapod, this thing is so tough. Look at him. This thing is hard, bro. The design, definitely when I first saw it was a bit shocked. Now that some time has passed, it's been about a month, I think this thing is tough. Like, it's safe, right? It's still, you could tell it's not changed that much from Galissapod. They gave it back legs and top arms. They made it gray and purple, right? But it's still tough. Like, base Galissapod, when I'm saying safe, like base Galissapod is so good that it's so hard to mess this up, right? So even though it's not changed that much, same with Greninja, right? It's still tough. Now, this thing is actually crazy. Like, this thing is actually insane. Someone at the dev team loves Galissapod, and I love you for that, bro. Let's talk stats. The thing has now received a steel type, so it's now bug steel over bug water. It's gotten insane stats now. 150 physical attack stat, 175 physical defense, 70 physical attack stat, 120 speed def, and 40 speed. So it has actually not lost stats anywhere. It's only received stats, even in special attack. So I guess if you want to Scald, but the thing with this guy receiving the steel type is actually insane, bro. Like, because I mean, you see he's coated in metal armor now, right? It's crazy. And I guess if we're gonna get rid of one, it has to be water. He's more bugged than water. Water is like his domain, but his domain now is the armor. You know what I'm saying? You got a Digi Armor Energize here, bro. This guy resists everything on the board. I mean, Bug Steel is only weak to one typing. Even though it's quad, it's weak to one typing. Now, TikTok has this weird thing where they think that's a bad thing. Like, Scizor hasn't been meta since release. Like, it's just like Bug Steel is a great typing, okay? It's a fantastic typing. You're only weak to one type in the entire game. And the thing about this guy is he has all the water moves that he used to have when he was Bug Water. So they're not stab anymore, but he's got all this coverage, right? Scizor doesn't have water coverage that to touch these fire types. This guy does. That's actually the benefit that this guy has over Mega Scizor. He has coverage to touch fire types, which is insane, right? I mean, this guy's bulk is absurd. I mean, 175 physical defense, 120 speed F being like one of the biggest boosts it actually got, which is perfect. Like, they perfectly distributed these stats. It's insane. He also did get immediate buffs with Night Slash Agility, U-Turn, and Gunk Shot. So he has U-Turn now. I really, really want to believe that they would not give a Pokemon with emergency exit U-Turn. You take a hit, you get emergency exited, and then you can't U-Turn, right? Even if you don't Mega Evolve, these buffs pertain to the regular versions as well too. So, but no one uses regular Galissapod. I'm sorry, no one does. So, I mean, dude, Gunk Shot is gonna be great for other coverages you could touch for like grass types and like fairy types. Yeah, it's a bug type, but it's always good to hit fairy types on another level, right? I mean, U-Turn is phenomenal to get in, get out. He's bulky, he's slow, so it's slow U-Turn, which is actually the best pivoting is slow pivoting. I mean, the thing is insane. Really, the only thing that we're all praying for is he doesn't keep emergency exit. I mean, yeah, you'll probably never hit emergency exit, right? Like, I mean, but like, let's hope he doesn't have it, right? Like, I mean, I would have liked to imagine with an extra pair of legs, like Wimpod arms on the top and metal armor. He's not a wimp no more. What are you running from? Stand down. Like, hold the fort, bro. Like, you know what I mean? There's no way he has emergency exit. There's no way. I think it's a monster. Easily one of the strongest new DLC megas. Actually insane. Let's talk shop. I'm my boy Golurk. Let's talk shop. I'm my boy Golurk. First off, Golurk got a mega. Golurk has been famously requested for a mega, at least for me, since 2013. since 2013. Literally, everybody was asking. You had to be there in the community back in the day. Everybody asked for Mega Golurk. It was Mega Golurk or Mega Cophagrigus. It was always one of those two, right? And I'm so happy that Golurk finally got a Mega. I love it. Let me just get that out the way. I love it. The Choji wings, the aura, the Band-Aid peeled off, so all the ghost spirit energy is like oozing out, and boom, he's super spirit powered now. It's so cool. I like it. Yes, it's still base Golurk, but it's very like consistent with his design. I like it. Only thing I wish they changed was the base colors. That would have been very cool, but I still think it's clean. Golurk, let's talk stats. Still the same typing, right, of Ghost and Ground. But stats, 159 in physical attack stat, 105 in both defenses, 70 physical attack stat, and 55 in speed. Now, the only thing I think that sucks is he actually didn't get anything in speed, and they gave 25 points in special attack. I can't math today, bro. I actually can't. 20 points. 15. Shoot me. I actually can't math today, bro. I actually can't math today. They gave 15 points in speed, special attack stat. I wish they gave it in speed. If they would have given it in speed, that would have been a little better. I mean, it still would have not been the best, but 70 speed is workable because he has rock polish, right? With rock polish, you can actually work with 70 speed. I'm coping, you can work with it. Obviously, this guy's gonna be a monster in VGC. I really do believe that. Incineroar exists, so he might not be the best Trick Room user. But I honestly think he'll be a lot more viable in VGC than singles. Because Trick Room is way better over there than it is in singles. Way better, not even close. Trick Room, I actually played Trick Room in V doubles. It feels broken. Trick Room is way better over there than it is here. In singles, sadly, guys, he's cooked. He's cooked. I think, it's not the problem that he can't do damage. How consistent can he do it? And that's why speed stat is the most important stat. How consistent can he get out that damage? It's not consistent. It's a very inconsistent Pokemon, right? It's very inconsistent, which is really just unfortunate, man. Really unfortunate. I mean, I don't even know what ability they could give it. I can't imagine it being too different from like Iron Fist, No Guard. And honestly, Iron Fist, No Guard, none of those two would be bad at all. Anything else new, I'm not against it. But like, we gotta be honest, guys, some Mega abilities might flop. They gave Mega Ampharos Mold Breaker, bro. Jolteon, look out, bro, look out. But it's crazy. So it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, he got Iron Head. That's cool, right? More access to fairies, it's cool. But I think just the real big issue here is that it doesn't, like, it didn't really fix the problems with Golurk. It just is base Golurk hitting harder and is bulkier. It didn't really fix the problems. Golurk is slow. Golurk can't get damage off. Golurk is inconsistent. And it didn't really fix that at all. I think if they really wanted to make this guy a monster, they would have made him slower. 55 is still decent for Trick Room. I mean, like, it's 5 points faster than Ursaluna. But if they made it, like, literally 5 points slower than Ursaluna, like 45 speed, I think we would have had some conversations in doubles, right? But again, I don't want to say Incineroar Boggs. He has coverage for it, but you know, I don't want to doom post, but for sure, definitely an underwhelming one. Again, unfortunate. I love it. But I'm not the biggest sold on it. Again, this all could change with abilities, but I'm not the biggest sold on it. All right, guys, Mega Staraptor. Oh my God, it's so sexy, bro. They cooked with this. Look at this thing. It's so raw. Everybody says it looks like a freaking Paradox, and it kind of does. I think it's like the eyes or like the glow that it's got on it. It kind of does. Staraptor has actually deserved this for a very long time. Staraptor got crept when they dropped Talonflame. Super crept. Oh, geez, no, this thing actually used to be a monster. It was the BL Warlord, and then Talonflame did his job better. And then Corviknight came out and did it better as well, too, because Corviknight just eats better hits. The Route 1 Bird's been mogging it lately. I cannot tell you a lie. I cannot. So they said, yo, let's give it a Mega. And that they did. And that they did. And that they did. Its Mega is actually pretty solid. I mean, it got Fighting type now, so no longer normal Stab. Been unfortunate of Stab on Double Edge now, but honestly, Fighting Flying is definitely better than normal Flying. Let's just get that out the way. Honestly, decent stats. 140 physical attack stat, 100 in physical defense, 60 special attack stat, 9 in speed F, and 110 in speed. It is fast enough, so it's at the new minimum of 350, which is phenomenal. That is great. That is great. I think the thing is going to be good. They did give Staraptor crazy buffs too. He got Break, Bulk Up, Knock Off, Outrage, Low Sweep, and Blaze Kick. Blaze Kick being big because it actually can touch guys like Goldengo. Ferrothorn, I would imagine, has probably come back in Gen 10 or Champions, so it can touch Ferrothorn. Right? You can touch like Amoonguss and not have to worry about like incoming like Goldengos or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you could just consistently spam, which is great because Staraptor loves spamming. Is actually Staraptor is one of his best playstyles. Is just ignoring everything and Brave Birding. So it's honestly phenomenal. It's got set up now with Bulk Up, which is huge. I mean, bro, it's just phenomenal. What can I say? 140 is going to be hitting decently hard too. It's got 140, so it peaks out at 416. I do wish sometimes they would just full send it and make it 160, but honestly, again, they're working with a lower BST. It's around one Pokemon, so 485 max BST, tough to work with, almost at pseudo-legendary stats now, so honestly, really can't complain. I mean, obviously, he got a lot of new weaknesses, right? He's weak to Fairy now, so I think those are the drawbacks. He's weak to a couple new things now, like Fairy, Flying, Psychic, right? But, I mean, dude, the guy race is dark now. That's massive. That's massive. I think the thing's gonna be crazy, right? I think it's gonna be an insane breaker, just based off of like its stab moves, right? When you look at Pokemon like this, it's like, okay, yeah, 140 is lower than 160, yes. It's kind of around the mid area of Mega Evolution stats, but its stab moves are really high. 120 Brave Bird, 120 Close Combat. Its stab moves do so much damage that it'll compensate for it, right? When you look at guys like Gengar, who's got 130 and 80 Shadow Ball is a bit underwhelming. Right? And then you look at other guys who got 95 Moonblast, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. So there's drawbacks to it, there's pros and cons, but the moves play a role into that, and honestly, two insane stab moves are really going to send this guy over the top. I guess you could Intimidate, kind of like Gyarados, Intimidate, Mega Evolve, it gets whatever it gets. So really, I think as long as the ability is not bad, they can keep Reckless, they can give it Tough Claws, right? But as long as the ability isn't a negative, I think this thing will still be pretty good. I think it'll be really good. Now, y'all know me. I've been asking for Twinsky for several years, bro. Oh my God. Specifically, like what? Like 9 years I've been asking for this guy to get a Mega Bro since Usam. It started off with hate. All my old videos showed it. It started off with hate. We had a toxic relationship. And then we came together and realized, I was like, wait a minute. Ice Fighting is a great offensive typing, no? Like Bulky Grass, Flying types you can touch. You can touch all the things Fighting type can't. And Fighting type can touch all the things that Ice type can't. So I'm just like, wait a minute. This is a great offensive typing. If they make a Sneasler with this typing, we're looking at a crazy mon. But he's still really slow. Now walk with me on this, right? Mega Crab. Typing is still the same. Bulk, all the stats got crazy. 157 physical attack stat, 122 physical defense, 62 special attack, 107 speed F, and 33 speed. It actually did get slower, which is a good thing for VGC. This thing is going to be a monster in VGC, right? He has stab moves that can touch a lot of the offensive and defensive checks in VGC. Incineroar, Amoonguss, Ursaluna. I mean, obviously with Terra, Ursaluna's got some play around, you know what I'm saying? But it can touch them. It can touch them. This guy's got coverage for literally everything for days. Sadly, guys, in singles, he won't be that crazy. It's too slow, and it's weak to a lot of common threats, Fighting, Fairy, Fire. It's just not. Like, Slowmons are rarely ever, unless the typing compensate for it, like, Slowmons are rarely ever that insane. Like, it'd have to be like Water Fairy, Pure Fairy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to it. There's levels to it. It has to be a better defensive typing, and Ice Fighting is not a good defensive typing. Famously, Ice typing one of the worst defensive typings of all time. But it was not the point. He got great buffs too. He finally got double priority. He got First Impression and Mach Punch. Now, First Impression might not stay. First Impression feels like a move that everyone and their mother's getting in ZA. But he got Mach Punch. That's big. He asked for Ice Shard for a long time. We got Mach Punch. That's awesome. He got Taunt as well too. And he got Icicle Spear, which is actually not bad for Submons. So I'm trying to be positive for this guy because I'm a little biased here. But overall, I think it'd be a lot better in VGC. I think in singles, I don't think it'll be that crazy. I really don't. I mean, he gets modded by literally all the top meta threats in singles. They can't really come in on him either. They can't, but like, that's not how, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he can't come in. They can't really come in versus him. Like, he'll do insane damage. Like, Ice Hammer will do insane damage to, like, a lot of the meta threats that are coming in. But, I mean, dude, like, I'm sorry. Zama exists, bro. Like, Pult is mogging. Ivy's mogging. Everyone's mogging. Cinderace is mogging. Everyone's mogging. So, A bit unfortunate. He has ice scales right now on pet mod, so if he keeps ice scales, I think the thing will actually be a lot better than anyone saying it's brand new NU-mon. Ice scales is an incredibly privileged move, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Mega Heatran. I think this one is crazy. I definitely did not see this one coming at all. I don't think anybody saw this one coming at all. A lot of Gen 4 Glaze. I guess they're paying homage to the first Legends game being a Sinnoh-based game, but a lot of Gen 4 Glaze, man. We got Mega Heatran. First off, design-wise, I think the thing is sexy as hell. I think the thing is hard as hell. He literally is on fire so bad, he's melting. He's melting. Look at the steam coming out of his body. He's melting. He's melting. I know his mouth broke off. I know it gotta hurt. I know it gotta hurt. I know it gotta hurt. Now the thing about this guy is Heatran has been famously one of the most consistent, strong Pokemon of all time. Like he's a Mount Rushmore. He's up there. He's up there, right? Like this guy's been OU. He's been a monster in OU. Been a demon in Ubers. Been a demon in VGC for several generations. Several. Now Heatran has seen better days. Right, Heatran has definitely seen better days. Like lately, I think even in Gen 9, like the power creep has been so much that Heatran has kind of fallen off OU, gotten back in OU. He's still a very good Pokemon. Don't sleep on him at all, but he's not like the top dog anymore. You know what I'm saying? So they give him a Mega. They give him a Mega. Now, Mega Heatran is interesting to say the least because it actually got slower. Right? The stats are interesting. They had 120 in physical defense, which is insane. 106 physical defense. Sorry, I said physical attack. 106 physical defense, 175 special attack stat, which is insane. That is insane. That is nuts. 141 spit F, which is also absurd, and 67 spit defense. 6'7". 6'7". Definitely a massive boost everywhere. The only thing that didn't get a boost is physical defense, but I mean, 106 is still decent. I kind of wish they put that into, you know, physical defense or physical attack stat. But that's to say the least. Heatran, again, phenomenal Pokemon, Fire Steel, right? It's got, how do we go wrong here, right? Earth Eater would be phenomenal. And it lore-wise, it makes sense. Brother is a volcano. It makes the most sense. It's not even a stretch. It's not crazy. It makes sense that this guy, Brother, would get Earth Eater, which would not be awful because then you'd be completely immune to ground, which he's quad weak to. But that would be way too crazy because then he's only weak to water and fighting. And they're only times 2 weak. That'd be insane. Flash Fire also makes sense, right? I mean, dude, look at this guy. You think fire would do anything to this guy? You think fire would be neutral to this guy? Look at this guy. Flame Body also would make sense. Look at this guy. So really, I mean, they could just keep either ability he has now or give it Earth Eater. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Heatran, I mean, I think this like is a new playstyle for Heatran, right? Like Heatran is kind of like a mixed bag. He's BF Demon, he can be a Fizz Demon, he can be a Assault Vest, he can be Specs, he can be Scarf, he can be Hazard 3 attacks. Heatran is literally one of the most versatile mons of all time. That's full of glaze. This mon has earned this glaze. Being 10 points slower might be like, I don't even know, like, that's like what, around Primarina speed? 67? Primarina is like what, 60 on the dot. So it's around there, yeah. I feel like it's not slow enough for Trick Room, and you also have to Mega Evolve a Heatran. I think it'll be good for sure. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But like, you could just also, I don't know, you could use base Heatran. But I mean, the regular, I mean, the offenses are absurd. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to Doom Post. I think the thing is a monster. I think it's gonna be good as hell. I think the ability is really going to be the final verdict on it, of course. But I think it's gonna be good as hell. It resists everything in the entire game. I swear to God. I think it's a different play style because you can't scuff Eruption. You can't really ever really click Eruption on this guy unless you're in TR, but I think it's gonna be crazy. I'm not talking that. I think it's gonna be insane. Oh my days. That's crazy. 175 is insane. To put into perspective how crazy that is, bro, somebody like Miraidon, the box art, the Scarlet Vial is at 135. I mean, it feels higher because Hot Air Engine gives it an innate boost. So does the terrain. So there's a couple modifiers into it, but you know, it's crazy. Okay, Mega Darkrai. Yeah, the big bad guy of the main campaign of the DLC, man. Mega Darkrai, we can actually talk about him now. This is a crazy Mega lore-wise. I think lore-wise, this guy can literally create dreams, manifest them into real, bro. Bring alternate timeline mods, manifest them into a dream, make it real. It's absurd. I can talk about the lore of Mega Darkrai forever. Lore-wise, Giga OP, right? We're talking stats. Still pure dark type. Very different. Honestly, one of the most controversial ones of all time, I think we got in the DLC. No, it is the most controversial one. Way more controversial. Sorry, I had cat hair in my mouth. Way more controversial than Scovillain because Darkrai is actually good. Darkrai was Ubers for a long time, fell down to OU in Gen 9. Still a demon in Gen 9 OU, right? Very good. Very good in Gen 9 draft. He's good everywhere, right? This guy's not bad. Don't even get me started talking about Pocket. When this guy drops in Pocket, salute. Now, these stats are insane. Let's talk about it. 120 in physical attack stat is crazy. 130 physical defense, 165 special attack stat, 130 speed F, and 85 speed. Now, the 85 speed is the most controversial stat because Darkrai, for, well, almost 20 years, Gen 4 has been out, right? Bro, like, this guy is meant to be like a speedy sweeper. Like, he's a cleaner. He's a sweeper, right? They changed it. He's not like a bulky, like wall-breaking, bulky guy that can also mix attack. And his mix attacking is very good. Very good. Now, there's a couple changes to talk about. They did give Darkrai a lot of new moves, too. They gave him Shadow Sneak, Future Sight, Crunch, Icicle Spear, and Vacuum Wave. So Darkrai has priority in Vac Wave and Shadow Sneak, which is pretty cool. He has Future Sight, which could be interesting. He's got Crunch, but he already had Knockoff. Icicle Spear is definitely probably the biggest buff that he got because he already had Ice Beam. So giving him now a physical ice move is pretty cool. It's pretty cool to say the least, right? I think Darkrai, if I'm not mistaken, all these got Ice Punch. Nope, never mind. Didn't. So actually pretty good. Now, the issue with this is Darkrai is significantly slower. Significantly slower. That's going to be feeling it. Like 40 points slower is insane. That is a significant decrease in slowing. People have called him bad. People have called him like a fraud watch. I think it's definitely not bad. It's a different playstyle. I've seen Swords Dance Knockoff, Drain Punch be crazy on this guy. It kind of covers most things that Darkrai can't touch. I think they'd have to give it more coverage on the physical side. You kind of just rely off SD Knock. Realistically, Darkrai's physical moves are obviously worse than special moves because he gets like Bolt Beam. Oh, he got T-Bolt back in Pet Mod. I'm sorry, in ZA, he got T-Bolt back. So he has Bolt Beam on the special side. But again, the special attack is the higher one, bro. It's absurdly high at 165, right? But it's just like, yeah, like he's got Sucker Punch as well too, P-Jab. I just think like his physical coverage isn't really the best, but it's enough. It's enough for sure. It's enough, right? It gets the job done. It's enough. It's enough. I mean, 120 stab knockoff from that guy is crazy. Obviously, he's been going crazy in Pet Mod because he has like Dark Aura or something like that, which is just not gonna happen at all. I'm not a believer in that. They also just a Dark Void to where it works like Giga Drain and Hex. So Dark Void, it does damage, but they changed it to where now like it applies the status, like they're drowsy, and then you do double damage and you recover. So it's a recovering move, but you do double damage. It's like literally Giga Drain and Hex. It's kind of crazy. If it stays like this, I think that'll be nuts. I think it's a healthy way to balance it too, because Dark Void is one of the most unhealthiest moves in the entire game. AoE Sleep with Bad Dreams and then set up spam and win. It's famously been OP. In singles, I think it'll be okay. I definitely think it'll still be good. Maybe not OU, but I definitely think it'll still be good. And then I guess in VGC, they don't even really allow this guy. So like, unless they do, they don't really allow Darkrai really, like Mythicals are really ever allowed. So I don't have much opinion to say about that, but it's easily the most controversial one that I wanted to talk about for a while now. But yeah, I don't think it's bad. I just think it's different. I think it's different. Pure Dark, slower, weak to fairy fighting. Two of the best offensive types in the entire game. Unfortunate. Everyone, remember that first impression? Unfortunate. All right, let's talk OP. I think this is the most OP mon that has come out throughout the entire game. Yes, I think it's the most OP mon to come out throughout the entire game. I think it's more OP than Mega Zygarde. I'm saying that now. I think it's more OP than Mega Zygarde. What were they thinking? Choosing Magearna. We couldn't have chosen like, did they? We couldn't have chosen like Diane CZ. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is insane. This is absurd. I mean, bro, this is one of the most busted mons of all time. Base Magearna is consistently. First off, it's rarely ever allowed in VGC. I think the time that it was being spammed. Not even like Reg J, I think it was. And then not to mention that, but anytime in singles the thing is allowed, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's got Floor Cannon, one of the best moves of all time. It's got Soul Heart. I will tell you right now, it will keep Soul Heart. I'd be shocked if it doesn't. The deck's description literally speaks about the thing, like with the Soul Heart synonymous. I would be very shocked if it loses it. Let's talk stats. Retain Steel Fairy, 125 physical attack stat. That's a real physical attack stat now. Up from, what was it? Up from 95, which honestly wasn't that bad. It was viable. 115 in both defenses, which is huge because, you know, it kept it. It didn't go down. I was scared if it'd go up. It didn't go down. 170! 170! 170! Insane! And then 95 speed, which is actually real because it had 65 prior. They give it 30 points in speed. This thing shift gearing is now gonna go at Mach 5. Bro, it maxed out at 251, it's at 317. Like, it doesn't matter if this guy is not the world's fastest. He's the best typing in the entire game. It's got the best coverage ever, bro. It's got literally every movie. It's got Shadow Ball, T-Bolt, Aura Sphere, Fluor Cannon, Dazzling Gleam, Stored Power. This guy can do it all. This guy can do it all. He really, like, she's got it. She's got it, bro. She has absolutely got it. Agility, Calm Mind, it's got it all. Pain Split, bro. Screens, hazards. What can it do? What can't this thing do? And its physical coverage now is crazy, bro. Like, it already had great physical moves, bro. It has got Iron Head, so you can touch guys like you typically would get, like, kind of walled out by, right? Like, I remember trying to run Blissey versus Gal. You could just run Iron Head. It's got Play Rough. You can shift gear and just full send it on Fizz. 125 is very respectable. Ice Spinner, right? It's got the, I don't even know what to say. Bro. It was very quickly banned on ladder, and the thing was an absolute monster. People would run like shift gear, like Fluor Cannon, like Ice Beam, T-Bolt, and then like Iron Head. You wouldn't even really run Flash Cannon. You run Iron Head, so you would touch like the guys that don't set up on a special side. Also touch opposing Calm Minding Magearnas. You know what I'm saying? Wow, dude. Like it is an answer to everything. And also they gave it moves. They gave it Power Gem, Vac Wave, and Solar Blade. Yes. So Ho-Oh, count your days, buddy. Count your days, Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh's actually been a great check. Spadefo has been a great check, famously, to Magearna, and now they give it Power Gem. Count your days, Ho-Oh, count your days. This is by far, I really do think Full Glaze the best Mega, I think. Like it's up there. I think it's better than Ray. Call it Glaze, bro. I think it's better than Ray. Call it Glaze. I think it's crazy, bro. I think it's insane. And the final new Mega Zero Aura, bro. I like Mega Zero Aura. Are there any of the Mega Zero Aura likers? I like Mega Zero Aura. The Black Lightning is very cool. I think he's very cool. They call him Zero Aura. And they're not wrong. I mean, he has like absolutely negative motion. The guy had a movie, barely anyone knew about it, bro. The guy's but hey, man, he's tough. And so what are his stats? Let's talk. Pure Electric. We went 3 for 3 on Pure Electric. I don't know. I feel like they're really terrified of making electric fighting. But yeah, man, dude, I just pure electric. What can you do? Pure electric. Yeah, we got Pamat, but like, you know what I'm talking about, like more, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk stats. 157 in physical attack stat, 147 in special attack stat, 153 in speed. The defenses don't really matter. They stayed the same. So it's faster than the Z Megas. Let's get that out the way. It's faster than Cali Shadow. Let's get that out the way. I don't think the thing will really be available in VGC because it's a mythical. So again, that's 3 for 3. VGC losing out on 3 demons, right? Pray to God it's not Volt Absorb, bro. I did not like Volt Absorb on this guy, bro. Pray to God it's a physical amping one and not a defensive ability. But I mean, dude, this guy gets every coverage you can think of. Play Rough and Grass Knot gets rid of a lot of the demon threats like Tusk and Raging Bolt. Pult, like IV, it's stupid fast, bro. It's got Bulk Up, it's got Calm Mind. Like, they give it Dynamic Punch and Vac Wave. Vac Wave is cool, right? It's cool. I think it's crazy. I really do. I think it's crazy. Again, I think the only drawback really is that it's pure electric. That's the only drawback, is that it's pure electric. Famously not a good type. Famously not a good type at all. Yeah, you weak to one type, but Okay, and like you want for the offense, bro. It's not just defense. So it's a bit unfortunate, but this is the one electric type that is very privileged because it doesn't get Volt Tackle recoil. He has Plasma Fists, which is interesting to say the least. And in ZA, they gave Plasma Fist like an interesting passive. They made it to where Plasma Fists, it does like something crazy now or something like that. What was it? It was something like it increases the crit plus a flinch chance now, which is crazy. That sounds like ZA. I don't think that stays in the game. Unless they do, then that's crazy. But Mega Zero Aura, I think, will be a demon. Will it be banned from OU? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Not enough stab moves. Maybe not. But I think he gets like all the right moves. Grass Knot, Player of Close Combat, Bulk Up, Calm Mind, right? He gets all the right stuff. His coverage is absurd. I think he's a bit sleeper. Like, people are not really like looking into him because they're flaming him, which it's kind of funny. I won't lie to you. But he gets all the right stuff. He gets literally all the right stuff. And the final Mega Baxcalibur. This thing is actually incredible. Design-wise, it feels a lot more complete. It definitely feels like it's a finished design. I feel like the one previously to this wasn't really that completed, but this thing is top 5. This thing is actually giga broken. I promise you, bro. Let's talk stats. 115 HP, because HP always say the same, right? 175! 175! Cinco of attack stat, which is absurdly high. 117 in physical defense, 105 special attack. They did actually increase it because everybody kept jokingly saying that they would, and they did. It's the viable side now. It actually got a lot. It got 30 points, so it's a lot. It's a lot. 101 speed F, and speed stat stayed the same, which realistically, he already has so much ways of boosting his speed. I feel like if they made the speed even a little bit faster, the thing would have been even more broken than it already is. Like, even if it was at 95, it would be hilarious. But this guy gets to bulk. I would imagine it keeps thermal exchange. I'd be very surprised if it loses that. I mean, its hidden ability is Ice Body, but no one ever uses Ice Body, bro. No one is doing that. I feel like when Hail was there, there was a bit more of purpose to use it. Now that it's Snow, there's just no point. There's just literally no point, right? The enemy doesn't take any damage anymore. There's no point. But speaking of Snow, he also does get the physical buff with Snow. Can't be burnt. Can boost with Scale Shot or Dragon Dance. And he did actually get a couple new moves here. He got Ice Hammer and Psychic Fangs. So this thing is just god levels of OP, man. I mean, this thing is so overpowered. I would imagine in both formats of singles and doubles, it's going to be phenomenal. This guy is crazy. There's not much to say. Honestly, my final opinion on a lot of these Mega Pokemon, they're good. Don't get me wrong. It's just a lot of the old ones are better. Like, there's a few that are good, and I know I didn't really go over Chomp Z. He's an interesting one too. I definitely still think he's good, but losing ground is... But for sure, I guess my honest opinions is like guys like Mega Medicham getting agility, Mega Gallade still being godlike, Lop getting triple axle and ignoring Intimidate, Mence, Gengar, Zam, a lot of the OG guys just still feel stronger compared to some of these new ones. Like, all love to Gator, bro, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to be nice here, bro, but he could use a little bit more, bro. At least he's not Tatsugiri, so there's levels to it. But I definitely think it's interesting kind of how they decided to go with some of these megas. Now, yeah, abilities will definitely, like I said a million times over, will make or break for some of these guys. Really will. I mean, Scolipede, I love him to death, man. It's tough times for the Scolipede, bro. It's tough times, man, you know? But we'll see how it goes. I mean, also, like, guys like Excadrill obviously got, like, it's just, it feels like a couple are good, and then most are kind of, like, okay. So it's an interesting route, for sure. We'll see when abilities drop. Champions very soon, and hopefully Gen 10 gets announced for Pokemon Day. Guys, can't cap. The OGs, they still got it. They still got it.